Welcome back to Imola as we get ready for another glorious day of Formula 2 action. Unlike many of the other tracks our Formula 2 drivers will be familiar with, Imola is driven anti-clockwise, and a lap around here is just over 3 miles of hard racing. We can expect that to be even more challenging than usual given the conditions here today. 19 turns along the route, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. The rain is going to play merry havoc with the drivers' braking performance. Pay special attention to turn 16, where drivers will also need to factor in the elevation change as they try to nail their braking and perfect their line into the longest straight on the circuit. I'm joined by a man who's had many a wet race, Davide Valsecchi. Just how challenging will these conditions be out there on track?
Delighted to be here, Alex. Even in this weather, nothing will be easy for them. We may have standing water, which means visibility will be a worry. They just need to stay clear of the white lines and curbs. They can cause you a real problem when it's so slippery.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum. the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Gap to your teammate behind is 12.4 seconds. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Okay, the gap behind is 10.3 seconds. Okay, this is Mark. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards are going to give you a penalty.
Thank you so much. You've been great all weekend. To everyone back in the factory, on the pit wall, you've been amazing.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Victory for ART then, after a quality performance. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
What can I say? In conditions like this, it's an incredible difficult drive, but they pulled off something truly special today. They had the grip when they needed. Every time they were able to find just the right line, and they had the confidence to put those things together and just push and push. That's what earned them this victory.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill. And now, let's take a look at the driver's stand. Lucas increases their championship lead. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
I have to give it to Lucas.
And here's how things are shaping up in the team's championship. ART have extended their lead over the championship. Meanwhile, Prima have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way to the top. After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care. Welcome to all those joining us as we kick off another round of thrilling Formula 2 racing at Imola. It's 3.1 miles around Imola with 19 turns to master, 9 right-handers and 10 left. And note as well that Imola is one of the few tracks that's driven anti-clockwise. Keep an eye on the exit from turn 18. A good exit there leading into the circuit's only DRS zone will probably be the setup for some of today's best overtaking opportunities. With that then, let's run through the grid order. Lucas lines up on pole position, and it's Liam Lawson alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Drugovic, Phipps, Teo Porcher, Hughes, Williams, Hauger, Novalak, Jan Daruvala, Armstrong, Iwasa, Marino Sato, Enzo Fittipaldi, Sargent, Dewitt, Gashore, Ollie Caldwell, Calderon, Cordial, Boschon, and Roy Nissany completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. As we await the start of another hugely anticipated Formula 2 race, I'm joined again by Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as a former GP2 champion, can we get some insight to what is running through these young drivers' heads as they sit out on the grid?
Ciao Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. There are nervy moments, there is no doubts about that. Mental strength is the key to remaining calm and focusing on the upcoming race. Formula 2 is so competitive, and all of these drivers knows that they are going to be pushing each other all of the way. In this sport, you have to be able to control your nerves.
pace, we're leading our teammate by 9.6 seconds. Right, you've been pushing your luck on track limits too much and we've been given a 3-second penalty. Tyre condition still looking good. Final lap, push, push.
Thank you so much. You've been great all weekend. To everyone back in the factory, on the pit wall, you've been amazing.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Brilliant stuff from ART today. What a superb victory. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
The difference was in the strategy. Credit to the driver for sure, but races like this really drive home how much of a team sport this is. They did a lot of work on the pit wall to really make the most of his stint and to make the best use of these tires. But that said, all of that would have been for nothing without a talented hand on the wheel.
An amazing race today, and a very well-deserved one too. The team worked very hard to get exactly the right setup out of the F2 car that works for them, and the results speak for themselves. ARTGP winners today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Lucas increases their championship lead. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Lucas.
And now a look at the team standings. ART have extended their lead over the championship. There was also a strong showing from the MP Motorsport team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment when Formula 2 returns.